Hello, everybody. It is your girl, Aziza Carter. I hope you and your family members are doing well. Y'all, yeah, I'm doing a close up for this one, okay? Y'all, I'm dealing with a lot, but I'm taking a few minutes out to address this because I've seen too much, okay? I've seen too much. I've had a little bit too much, okay? What am I talking about? Guys, I want to let you know beforehand, this is not a rant, but it is addressing the stereotype that's being put out there on social media that all women are after what's in a man's pockets, and women don't want to necessarily work. They want to be supported by a man, and women out there would rather be on welfare than to get a job and take care of their children. And women are out here just wanting child support, okay, and not wanting the fathers in the lives of the children, okay. Number one, I want to address the first thing, okay. There is a break from the generation that I'm from, okay, with the generation after me. And I'm not going to say all, because it's not all women, but there are some young women who have a different ideology about what it means to have a man in their life, okay, and what their expectations are, okay. I'm not afraid to say how old I am, okay. I am in the 40s club. I am 40 years old, so I came from an entirely different generation. Kudos to my mother, okay, because she raised me and my siblings to be independent, to work hard, to work for the things that we want. So I grew up with a very strong sense, okay, of achieving goals and being goal oriented, all right, and enjoying the reward system after, what it feels like to set a goal and accomplish it, okay, because that has been what's motivated me in most of my life to achieve the things that I have, okay. And whether other people acknowledge my achievements as great doesn't matter to me. I know what I have achieved, okay? And I know the obstacles that I had before me, okay? Despite all of that, I'm an independent woman, okay? Yes, I desire companionship, okay? And a husband, a mate, a spouse, okay? I have been previously married, just putting that out there, okay? But I will say that the type of woman I am, I've never been after what's in a man's pockets or what he possesses, okay? I'm the type of mate, the type of spouse that believes in building together, okay? I've taken care of myself for most of my life. You know, of course, as a child, my mother took care of me, but from the age of 19 on, I took care of me. I'm not going to say that I didn't have people who did help along the way, but the majority of what I've achieved has been on my own. And, you know, some people say that and get more help than what they realize. But what I'm telling you is, it's even been hard for me to ever ask for help, okay? And that's a pride thing that God is still dealing with me on. But I'm not the type of woman to go after what's in a man's pocket, okay? I am not the type of woman who expects a man to take care of me and do everything for me and me give nothing in return. I'm not the type of woman who desires to drain a man, okay, for everything he has. And I'm not the only woman out there. And it's a little dangerous for people to put these false narratives and false perceptions out there. Yes, there are people like that, but that is not the majority. Y'all, we are out here traumatizing people regarding the type of mates that are out here, or the possibility of having a desirable relationship. Everybody's not out here to be in somebody's pockets. And to address women who say that they would rather have child support, that money than to have the father in the child's life. I cannot say that those women did not experience dysfunction, okay, or a lack of a father in the home. But for those of us who understand the significance of the family dynamic and how devastating it is not to have the father in the life of the child. Me and my siblings grew up without our father. Our parents, we all have the same mother and father. Our parents divorced when we were very young. And I suffered silently. And I'm not negating what my mother did, because she played the role of mother and father. But my soul suffered because I desired to be connected to my father. Okay, eventually I was, but that's a story for another time. But the fact of the matter is, not having the father in a child's life affects that child greater than a lot of people realize. And some people realize it completely because they've endured it. They know what's lacking when you don't have both a mother and father in the home. And then you have women who are very independent and don't know how to submit to a man because they've done it all and taken care of everything by themselves for years. But to speak to women wanting child support more than the father being in the home, I have a son who is 16 years old, who I raised. And my family, it takes a village. My family has helped me with raising my son. Okay? And I'm not talking about financially, okay? They've been more of emotional and physical support, showing him love and appreciation. And of course, buying things for him, clothes, necessities. Okay? My child may have endured some tough times, but my child has never been without. Okay? And I didn't rely on the system, welfare, to provide for my child. Okay? And I have never filed child support against my son's father. And there are many reasons for me not doing that. Many reasons. Okay, but when I had my son, I had a long-term relationship with his father, but when I had my son, I knew it was going to be me and my son. I wasn't expecting handouts or expecting other people to step in and take care of him. That is one of the greatest reasons why I never filed. But the point is, I'm not after the money. I could care less about the child support. I absolutely would prefer to have my son's father in his life. And I'm not the type of woman who plays games with a child, using a child as a pawn, going back and forth with my son's father for money or otherwise. I didn't drag my son into whatever emotional issues or relationship issues that I had with his father, because that's his relationship with his father, which has nothing to do with me. As long as I know that my son is not in danger and that he's not going to be mistreated, there's no reason for me to cause conflict. So I said all of that to say what's being put out here, this propaganda that's being put out here, like all Black women want is money. And Black women, the majority, would prefer child support over the presence of the father being in the child's life. It's fictional, okay? It does exist in some instances, and yes, unfortunately, you have some young girls who have stated this on video, but they don't speak for everybody. And they don't speak for me, certainly. Not the majority at all. With that, I say God bless you, God keep you, I love you. Comments, questions, drop a line. You know what it is.